Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am, of course, Lord Forwind, here playing as the mighty Venetian Empire. So, we're doing pretty good. I think, objectively speaking, we're doing pretty good. We got ourselves one achievement so far. We do have enough to dominate Italian trade now because... I believe, do we get trade from actually having Genoa work for us? Or is that just... Oh, that's literally just owning Naples in the area. Well, let's get that done at least. The Diplo power wouldn't be too terrible, plus the cores are nice. We don't have enough to do dominate Italian trade yet, though. So we'll have to wait on that. We also need to upgrade our trade companies a bit more. The other thing I was thinking about is I actually could, if I wanted to, start lending out like one of my merc armies to the Ottomans' enemies when they go to war with them. Send them over as, you know, all the mercenary stuff. Why is that not working? Okay, I have no idea why that wasn't working. Let's do this. Military support, army could 1, and we'll do populist. Does slow down our government reform a little bit, but not too angry about that. Let's do transfer trade power there. Might as well send it the far distance one if it's just going to disappear in a while. Okay, I was going to attack somebody, wasn't I? It wasn't the Mamelukes, because they're currently fighting the Ottomans. I don't think it was the Ottomans themselves. Although if I was going to attack, pretty close to one would be a good time. I think I was going to mess around in Italy a little bit more. I'm trying to remember if I actually had a specific plan to deal with this or not. Let's work on eliminating... Actually, wait, let's check aggressive expansion first. Always forget to check aggressive expansion. Looks like we're in pretty good shape. So I think I'll try and attack Aragon, but in the process I would like to take Milan and Savoy's last provinces, I guess. Let's also annex Genoa, so that we get back a Diplo power point. Because right now we are a little bit ahead, further ahead than we should be. Level 3, again. We still got a ways to go before we hit the real bonuses from offensive ideas. The 2 generals are nice, but I really want the siege, the grand army, and the discipline. The recover army morale speed is nice too. It's going to take quite a while to annex those guys, which I guess is okay for me. We still gain political power, which is what matters. How are we actually looking exactly compared to the Ottomans? We are still a distance behind them. We're also still a distance away from getting to 1,000 development. So we've got more monarch points to waste. So let's do so. There we go. What does that put us at? 20 to go. Our lands are getting considerably developed compared to the average provinces out there. I'm curious what my trade power is in this Indian province now. 3%. Just due to having that. That's not bad. Plus 88% on trade power. We have a considerable trade power boost. A little bit annoyed we still have yet to hit 75 here, even with owning as much land as we do. Makes me wonder how I'm going to do the 75% in both of them. I assume I'm going to have to steal the Mamelukes provinces. I can't attack the Mamelukes again. I might do that later. I really want to take more of their land, but they again have so many annoying allies. Let's instead spend money in this trade company. We've got... Are we still over our naval force limit? No, we're not, but we're tied on our army force limit. Let's do that. We'll do naval force limit, and we'll train some more galleys. I mean, why not? Venice has got huge galley bonuses compared to your average country. We'll do 20 galleys. I'm just going to build them all in one province because I don't need them right now. I have yet to fight anybody really at sea other than the Mamelukes that one time. Calabria. Cancel that. We do have a claim on Savoy's last province. How long will that last? Long enough. We need a claim on Milan's last province though. Whew. Okay. We also need to get some absolutism going at some point, because it does have pretty good advantages for us. How long till I get that next Coulter? 20. Okay, so next 2 techs we get it. We also still have a little while until we get another idea group. On the other hand, our provinces that we are developing are getting really developed. There we go. Yes, prestige from land battles. So part of the reason I'm staying ahead of time in tech to answer some comments that I got is right now staying on par with the Ottomans is my priority. I don't want to start falling behind in tech compared to them, even if it does mean I stay ahead of time in tech. At least for right now. They're starting to grow weaker, so I can start to move away from that, but I've had to be rather wary of their power for a long time now. Who in fact is Muscovy allied to? No one to matter. Okay, darn, Catholicism became the official faith in the empire. Well, that's annoying. Luckily, so much of the empire is Protestant, I don't think that'll change much overall. To be fair, the AI did get 3 reforms done, which is impressive. Unfortunately, Austria only controls this land outside of their starting land, so they're not super powerful. For Austria, I mean, it's good for me. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Great Britain managed to get themselves a coalition. Apparently taking 4 provinces was more than enough to cause trouble. It doesn't look like... yeah, I don't know why they didn't oh, they must have lost their claims and cores down there. I'm gonna say, why didn't they just retake their cores? But they don't have any. Let's pick this fight now with Aragon. So we will attack Aragon for Calabria. I shouldn't need allies. And pretty much victory already. Oh, you guys are getting away. Let's finish you off. There we go. Should be a relatively quick war. Hopefully I can give some land back to Genoa before I finish them off. I mean, I could take it for myself, couldn't I? We'll see how it goes. I might not be able to take enough. I want to take both of these two, and that's probably going to be enough for a coalition, so I'll have to be very careful. We can do another investment. As much as I want to invest in India, I think I'm going to invest in the Ivory... I think this is Ivory Coast right now, technically. Yes. I'm going to go for ship costs for now. At some point I'm going to want to get 4 of the 5. The army tradition would be nice to have built up. It just gives me better generals overall. Okay, they're out of the war, or should be soon. Wow, people will not like me if I do that. On the other hand, I get rid of one of my enemies, which is, at this point, a priority. There you go. You are done. Yeah. I have another general that I'm not using, so let's put you to drill down there. And right after I get the general, I get army tradition as well. Lovely. Exactly what one does not want to see happen. Let's take out Milan actually first. There we go. Milan is gone. Suppose I could have forced them to revoke course. On the other hand, we can now go to be an empire. And it looks like we're going to stay as a republic, and we have a great doge now, rather than a serene doge. Interesting. We have reached our full empire status, though. And how badly have I offended everybody? Pretty badly. Not many people like me right now in Europe. Suppose that's fair. That was a pretty aggressive move, wiping out single province Italian nations. It'd be even worse if I tried to take Mantua because of their core creation costs. It's a shame that it applies to all nations, not just non-Italian ones. It'd be kind of cool if it just applied to non-Italians, because then as Italy or Italian nation, it'd be easier to unite them, but it doesn't. Let's cross over. I don't know why they stayed and fought that battle. They did. They lost. I've expanded. Okay, actually, no, that was doing the right thing I wanted to do. Oops. For now, I want to target outraged countries. Keep the war going for a little while, so that maybe I can steal Savoy's lands. I doubt it, but you never know. I don't want you to retreat, though. What are the Ottomans? The Ottomans are attacking Aragon. Why? Tunisia is attempting to conquer Palermo. Palermo, there we go. Interesting. Aragon doesn't have any allies, obviously, because I'm busy wiping them out. That might be why the AI said, hey, they're a great target. I may have to just grab and hold on to these lands down here so that the Muslims don't pick them up. The last thing I want to do is try and kick the Muslims out of this area again. Historically, the Muslims owned a good portion of this region until I think it was it the Eastern Rome, or was it still Byzantines at that point? One or the other. Either East Rome or the Byzantines actually kicked them out at some point. Yeah, let's march back. We don't need to be down here anymore. No use, no point suffering any attrition at all. We'll take the corruption hit. Let's at least go to the next year before we consider peace. Interesting that Ottoman's navy is just sitting there. Huh? I've never gotten this event before. Architectural development. Our nation is currently undergoing substantial development in architecture. Numerous monumental buildings, architectural wonders, and other constructs such as aqueducts and schools are being erected. For almost 900 gold, I can get 300 monarch points. Of course I'm going to do that. And we'll get siege ability. Okay, I should be able to take land now. I really want to finish off Savoy. I also would like Calabria. I guess I'll just have to risk having to fight Muslims over Sicily. Because eliminating Savoy just is going to make my life a lot easier. There we go. And I'm going to have to put it to managing outraged countries, because I'm sure I've offended quite a few individuals. Ottomans don't care whatsoever what I'm doing, which is nice to see. According to this, we have in fact surpassed the Ottomans in development by 3 monarch points. So Venice is now officially the strongest country in the world. Well, the largest country in the world. Definitely not the strongest. 1 in admin, 2 in diplo, 2 in military. Actually, I'll take the Republican tradition hit because it's not painful. And I'll just do that to get it over and done with, so I don't have to worry about it. Still got a lot of ships to build in Venice, but that's not a real rush. Yeah, might as well do that. Oh, we lost the Palatinate. Did they? No, they're still there. They're just really angry with me. Okay. Okay, we are up to 63 there, 21 there. Part of our problem, of course, is that the Mamelukes alone have a massive trade bonus. So we get the whole lottery stuff again. Actually, all of them look good. 656, wow. He's 57, so he should hopefully rule for a while. Long may he reign. Honestly, anyone would be happy with that. Mercenary maintenance? Ay, ay, ay. That's about as perfect as you can get right now. Yeah. Okay, I need to focus some of my development on my coastal provinces. Of course, I only want to work on states. I don't really want to work on non-state provinces. I could technically remove Serbia from my lands and add in some of Naples, I guess. It's tough to decide where I should actually put states and stuff right now, because at some point I'm going to have to take the ones that are in the Ottomans' lands. I believe I've got Poland fully loyal, although they're not that happy with me at the moment. Spain, Portugal, even England's pretty much loyal. I should devote a diplomat towards allies, though. Okay, let's also get yearly army tradition going for down here. I virtually have no incentive to expand outside of, like, the one province here. I would like another trade company, though. We'll have to see how that goes. Ethiopia is currently beating up Kilwa, which is nice to see. Yeah, I'll take a free stability. That's worth actually a considerable amount of monarch points for me. And I just got a cat landing on my lap. Hello, cat. How are you today? Big and furry, I see. Yeah. I also need to upgrade my navy. That's what I keep forgetting to do. Naval upgrades needs to be a thing. Might wait till I hit the next tech level though. Which should become a lot cheaper next. I should get in like after the December ticks over to January, because it'll give a 10% discount or so. There we go. War Galleon. And we can get, there we go, land force limit modifier. So now, how do we look compared to the Ottomans? Not good, but we can definitely become closer and closer to being an actual threat to them, which is what we want. I really do need to get some more cannons on the field. But that will have to wait until the next episode. So thank you guys all for watching. I'm glad you're watching Venice become the largest nation in the world. Obviously outside of the Ming, who are so backwards at this point, it doesn't really matter to count them. Speaking of the Ming, we could probably like mess around with them at some point. But I will stop here. And next episode, I think we're starting to get to the point where it's going to be worth... Oh, look at that war. Sorry, just curious. Attacking them. Interesting. It might be worth trying to see either taking more land from the Mamelukes, try and get them pushed out of the trade node, or maybe investigating a war against the Ottomans. We'll see. The big key is, can I call in people like Portugal, Spain, Great Britain, or were they going to be too busy dealing with the French? We'll see, and I will see you all then. Bye for now.